Howdy. Welcome to this week's episode of Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys. On this week's episode, we're going to go ahead and give an update on our current leaderboard for those who have liked, commented, and subscribed to our YouTube channel. A real quick recap of our meetup in Dallas and our upcoming meetup at Autorama in Salt Lake City. We're going to discuss some cool paranormal stuff as always. And, of course, we're going to touch base on men's mental health. As always, a huge shout out to the Bearded Viking and Bearded Viking Meat Company for supporting this, as well as Rogue Industries. Reach out to Justine. She'll make sure you're taken care of for all of your apparel needs, as well as Boss Graphic Design. Rudy out there will take good care of you and get you a great design and a logo that slaps. And of course, to Racing for Tomorrow, for putting veterans in the seats. Get that adrenaline kick to cross the finish line of life. With that being said, let's get to it.
Howdy. Okay. All right. And action.
And go. And clap.
And we're back.
Howdy. Welcome to this week's episodes of Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys. I'm your host, VIko, the Bearded One. You can call me JT for short. And as always, I'm joined by my two co-hosts, his bouginess, the Jarl, Alex Martinez.
Do I count as two?
No. I'll get to the other one in a minute.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ma'am.
Fucking
killing me. And Bjorn, the Peregrine Falcon behind me.
I thought we were talking about my multiple personalities or something. I was like, bro, come on.
Listen, I know that you're thicker than a Snicker, but like, come on.
Remember that.
Come on. That's why your brother loves you so much.
For them full-figured girls.
Yep, absolutely. Man, we got a lot to talk about today.
There's some stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we need to start off with our current leaderboard. We have one person on the leaderboard already. But before we do that, what are you drinking today?
I am drinking a fancy High West double rye.
It
is the barrel. Yeah, the Barrel Select. It's got like the fancy sticker that tells you about it and everything. It's that Black Label High West.
Ooh, shit, girl.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Montana Bourbon Whiskey. 1889 is the distillery. And this is crafted in Los Angeles.
Yeah, this is Park City. One ship.
Shit.
One ship. It's the ship.
Nice.
Yeah. It's 50%. It's like good stuff.
I love it.
All right. Yeah.
I love it. Mine is 49%, so pretty much the same. But yours is better because it's not. I mean, it's High West. I mean, High West is hard to beat.
It's Black Label.
So
better.
Leaderboard, dude. Leaderboard. So like, comment, subscribe our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow an audience. We need your help. We're trying to grow our community. We need your help. The only person who's done that is John Wall out of Harriman, Utah.
Big bad John.
We love John.
John has awesome stories.
Terrifyingly awesome stories. We should have him on.
He's on the same meme level too. He sends funny videos and memes.
His meme game is on point.
Yeah, 100%. It's like totally the same type of shit that you and I send each other back and forth.
Yeah.
And now I just send shit back and forth to him too.
We should just start another group chat because we don't have enough.
Oh God, I love group chats. So many. I'm all for the group chats.
That's my favorite. So right now, John is in the lead. Doesn't mean you can't overtake him if you're a listener. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you want extra bougie points, share and tag us on your socials. But he's about to get the gift that just keeps you warm through the night and is comfy as fuck.
It's cuddly.
It's a burrito of love.
Yeah. I just want everybody to focus on how hard that is for you to say.
Man.
Like the focus. Just pure focus.
Dude, I don't even know why. I'm just like, comment, and share. I don't know. I'm not a fucking YouTube personality, man.
You are now.
I'm an idiot. That's what I am.
There's
I'm
that
an
too.
idiot.
There's that too. You are
Yeah.
an internet personality, sir. That's what the TikTok says.
Okay, fair enough. That's a weird. It's a weird realm. I'll just go with it. I'm actually. It's not even worth arguing about now. It's just
I
not.
was having a conversation on what constitutes viral, like going viral,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have no idea. But 10,000 in like about 40 minutes.
Yeah, 10,000 likes in 40 minutes.
That's pretty good, right?
I can't even get like 5 likes on my Facebook posts or my Instagram reels for telling people that I love them.
Right. Yeah. TikTok's
Uh,
is a strange environment.
yeah, and we made $6.50.
Yeah, that's real hard earned cash right there.
I don't even know how you get it. I think it's fake money. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know when that shows up.
Facts.
It's like Forrest Gump's $1 million wound, and he never saw a cent of that $1 million.
I mean, in reality, the $6.50 was the first actual black in the black for any part of the bearded Viking.
That's true.
We're just running around with red ink pens, fucking
Oh
writing
yeah,
all
I
the
think I
checks.
have one in my drawer too. Just red ink and everything.
Just yeah, fair enough. Um, so Dallas, we just got back from Dallas. Spent a weekend down
Yeah,
there. Super
yeah.
awesome recap. We're gonna do a real quick recap. We don't want to bore you guys. It was absolutely amazing. Huge shout out to everybody that was down there from um, the honky himself and his wife, putting on such a great spread for us, taking us to Deep Ellum and to Sweetwater for different honky tonks, all the way to their home and hosting a private party for us with some amazing singers and songwriters. Martin Antonio, he's the one who actually sings all of our songs for us. I got to meet him in person for the first time. Al and him have bonded in the past.
Yeah, super cool, dude.
Super
Way down
cool.
to earth, and I mean, it's just a crazy voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So much power,
All of it. And
and
his power isn't derived from his lips; it's from his soul.
yeah, dude, it like comes all the way up. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah, he can almost hit the brown note, man. It's
dude.
insane. It's insane.
Yeah, I definitely had. I mean, I was told by multiple people when they were watching on the TikTok that the voices put babies in them.
Oh yeah, I'm telling
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
so
he definitely made some people hit the white note for sure.
definitely him and Michael Summers both. It was
Oh yeah.
most epic. So we had 2 recording artists. If you don't know who they are, they are now they're up and comers, I guess if you want to call that. Martin's hilarious because he said, I don't want this to become work, so I'm just kind of doing it and letting it grow. And Michael's like, I think that this is becoming work, and I'm just gonna work at
And
working.
I'm just gonna keep working.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Summers is like full time.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he's on his way. Somebody give him a contract.
yeah. Please,
You know what?
absolutely.
Screw giving him the contract. Just go out there and like buy all of his music and like all of his stuff and just make him a very rich independent artist so he doesn't have to
Yeah,
deal with those assholes in
we
California.
need to get him on Talk Talks and get him going on the Talk Talks. I try to tag him. He said he's not really on TikTok, which is crazy because us older generation folk don't understand TikTok. There's no reason at all whatsoever that there should have been 10,000 people liking our
Or seeing
TikTok.
it for that matter.
Yeah, yeah. But that was pretty epic. And then of course the infamous Tony Bond,
The Tony Bond.
the
Yes.
infamous. We need actually herbal essences. So if you know anybody in herbal essence, we need to get him a
Yeah.
freaking hair shampoo sponsorship. Like
Yeah.
he needs to go do commercials.
Oh yeah. We should just he's hair flip Tony.
Yeah, I mean, really, we should actually get him a BVMC hat that's embroidered with the hair flip Tony.
Yeah, hair flip Tony.
Flip your hair, Tony.
Hair flip Tony.
Tony. So a really cool thing about that, we went down to Texas. We did a meetup. We met with a bunch of great people, whether it's Brad or Curtis or Curtis's brother. I mean, just amazing people across the board. My only spot about Dallas, now I've been there 4 times.
To Dallas?
Not well in Texas in general.
Just Texas. You've been in Texas 4 times. Okay.
Or I've actually gone amongst the people, right? Whether it's San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, and I literally have only had one howdy, just one, and it was after I said howdy. I was like, howdy, ma'am. She said howdy back, and I was like, that doesn't even count.
I don't think people actually say howdy anymore. I think you've watched just like one weird movie where people said howdy in Texas.
I mean, they say howdy all the time in Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. I would expect the place that's the last great state.
I've never heard
howdy.
Anybody in Montana say howdy, other than like myself.
We literally only have gone to the bar and then the bar.
No, we've been all over like Billings and Bozeman. Come on, you can't like
Billings. The Billings doesn't count.
See, then Dallas and Houston and San Antonio don't count. See what I did there?
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyway,
but it would be Santangelus.
Fucking probably right. Fair. I'll give you San Antonio, but I was told that Dallas is where Honky Tonk was still alive.
Yeah, once you get out of Dallas a little bit, like where we were, like Sweetwater, that was the
still. We walked into the Stetson outlet and nobody said howdy. We walked into the Stetson outlet. Let me say that slower for the audience.
Did you want just like a line of dudes up there?
I just wanted one person to be like, just like howdy,
ma'am.
Right, just howdy. How can I help you today? Nope, not a fucking thing. Not even a hi.
I had
to go find the guy. I was like, I guess apparently I look like a broke Viking walking around a hat shop.
I think it's because I had him running around looking for stuff for me.
Fair enough. So awesome. Private concert. Everybody played. Amazing music. Huge shout out to them. If you don't know who they are, look them up. They're on the Apples, the Pandoras, the Spotifys, the YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
Mm-hmm. There's probably something else. It's like a hidden underground genre thing that they're on too.
Yeah, if it has a music or a oob, they're on it.
Go listen to them before they get big, so that way you can be like, I was fanboying.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they all have their own private songs and stuff like that they recorded, their own their own stuff that they've put together themselves, and it's really awesome. I think that they both need to do some covers though. We heard some really good covers.
Yeah, we did. I asked Martin to sing some Johnny Cash. We were out in the garage having a drink, and he came back inside and played the best rendition of Hurt since Johnny Cash played it, and that was most epic.
Oh yeah, and I think I might actually have a clip of it on my phone. I think I took a video of it.
I hope so, because I'd love to hear. I mean, it was just crazy level of awesome.
Oh yeah, and then Summers did Jamie Johnson.
In Color, one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like you can't even call yourself country if you haven't heard that song.
Yeah, it's like saying that you've never heard the Thunder Rolls or some Chris LeDoux.
LeDon't.
Yeah, LeDon't.
Yes.
So yeah, next meetup.
Autorama.
Coming up next weekend.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday.
I get to see you twice in 2 weeks.
I know, it's terrifying.
Pretty much, yeah. So we've got a couple things going on. So we got Autorama coming up, but wait for it. Dramatic drum roll.
Dun, dun,
pause
dun.
for effect. Whatever. We've got the new shirts.
We do have shirts.
We've got the Vox shirts.
The new ones, yeah, the Vox shirts. Look, I got it in Baby Gap. Right there.
Ooh, is that mine?
There's the front. No, you're not Baby. You're not in Baby Gap.
Oh, fair enough.
You know?
Oh, holla. Look at that.
There it is.
Are they the good soft one, like the blue one?
Oh, no, it's like the same red one that we already have,
Man.
Yeah, that one.
It just lulls me to sleep right there.
And then are you ready? You ready for this one?
I can't wait.
Are you ready?
What do we got? Ooh, look at that olive drab love.
Yeah, we got some olive drab Viking. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's a terrible face. But a
You
good
look
looking
good.
logo.
You look good in green.
On that note too, because that kind of rocks us back to our veteran roots. We have a discount code.
We do have a discount code.
Discount code Finish Line.
Dun dun dun. 10%. Because whether it's the finish line of life or you're just getting there, finish line.
Finish line.
That's our discount code.
You get 20%. Sorry, you get 10% off of the shirt purchase if you utilize the discount code Finish Line, and 10% of the proceeds go to Racing for Tomorrow.
There we go.
Yeah, because they're putting veterans in the seats, helping them hit that adrenaline kick.
Yeah, and they took third place while we were screwing off in Texas. They were taking third place.
That's a win all over. Yeah, that's all a win all around.
Yeah, that's a veteran podium.
Yeah, right there. I'm not even mad about that. That's awesome.
And that was after they crashed the car too. The front end was like hanging up.
So they crossed the finish line so you could cross the finish line of life.
Whether it's the finish line of life or you're just about to finish.
Fair enough. So look for it. It's going to go live this week. We're going to be at Autorama. If you show up and you have liked, subscribed, and commented on our videos and you show us, first 3 people to do that will receive a very dope gift.
For sure. They'll be one of the first ones to pick a shirt, right? To pick a olive drab Viking or a Vox shirt.
Yeah.
And they're not even on the website yet. So probably the first place you're going to get to purchase them, unless we can work some kind of miracle, is going to be the Autorama.
I'm all about miracles, man.
Yeah. No, we could probably make it happen.
Absolutely, we can.
Or do we want to just wait? Just make them wait. I mean, I'm used to giving the people what they want, but I want them to come see us. So if the only place they can get the shirt is to come see us at Autorama.
If you're listening and you don't, and you're in Utah and you don't come say hi, I understand, because it's $50 a ticket at Autorama.
But no, it's not.
That's what my mom was saying.
Your mom's lying. She just doesn't want to come see you while you're in town.
I told her that I got free tickets. I didn't give a shit. So I'm like, come get a ticket and come say hi.
I think it's like $15 for a ticket. Okay. Yeah, I'll look.
The world nowadays doesn't make sense at all for pricing.
Not even a little bit.
It just doesn't make sense. So it's fine. It doesn't even matter. So don't be scared by the prices. Let us know. Just send us a message. We'll respond. We'll be there. There'll be a bunch of us there. So it'll be awesome.
When you get your, you can stop by O'Reilly and get your discount thing too.
O'Reilly.
That's the one. Admission, general admission, $23.
That's not bad.
No.
Maybe she was saying $50 for both of them. I don't know.
If you get your discount code at O'Reilly or your discount ticket at O'Reilly, it's $21.
Oh, you save $2.
Or you get your senior discount or your military discount, and that's not even listed. But it's even cheaper.
That's awesome. So come see us. Let us know those things. If you show up with gear on, you show up with Bearded Viking gear on and say hi. We got some. The first 3 people who do that also will have something for you.
They're getting the shirt.
Well, no. They're getting a cup. They're getting a mug.
They're getting a mug. So who's getting a shirt? Who's getting shirts?
If you show the first 3 people that show up and are already liked, they've already liked the YouTube channel, commented, and subscribed.
Liked, shared, and commented. Okay.
No. Like, comment, and subscribed. I got this down. Now you're struggling.
I just wanted to see if you pick up.
I'm catching what you're throwing, bro.
Good. You ate your Wheaties today.
No. I ate quesadillas. It's fine.
Yum. Anyway, so if you show up wearing gear, you've already purchased the gear, you get a cup.
Yep.
And the cups are like a hot commodity too.
Yeah, we can't even keep them on the shelves.
We are running out of everything.
Yeah.
Since Texas. Texas has shown us some serious love. I dig it.
Yeah, Texas and Montana roll up, and Utah's kind of always been a stable, but like here we are. Like we're just website's live. We're running.
Yeah.
We're going.
It's a website. Yeah. It helps that our website works, right? So You can actually purchase things now.
Well, it helps because we can actually deliver things.
That too. There's that.
That's a real thing. So, all right. So let's get down to it because it's been a minute. It's daylight out, so I don't mind talking about the Skinwalkers. By the way,
I lied last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to clear the air. I was shoveling the 90 feet of snow off the porch because it was like snow drifts onto the porch, right? And I shoveled up the mat and I was like, it does say welcome.
Did you tell Justine this has got to go?
Dude, I grabbed it and I threw it in the trash. And like last night, I was like, hey, by the way, we need a new mat. She's like, what? I was like, you remember the podcast we were talking about? You can't have a mat that says welcome. It's just welcome and shit in. She's like, yeah. I was like, ours said welcome. She's like, what if we turn it upside down? I was like, it doesn't work. I can't even read it then. I'm not welcome outside.
Oh, that's perfect.
So yeah, I have a welcome mat in my trash can. I totally lied. I thought it was just like that weird brown, like tree looking shit.
Yeah,
but it said welcome.
It's
gone now.
Fur.
Yes. Yeah.
So we've been talking about paranormal stuff. We have a couple of things that are low key foreshadowing that we want to talk about real quick for apparel coming out. So there might be a Skinwalker hoodie. There might be a Skinwalker. There might be a Skinwalker shirt. Skinwalker. Right. Well, we might have something like that coming out. There might be some like Sasquatch gear. There might be some alien shit coming out. Just wait and see. But if you're a paranormal freak like we are, and just a straight up idiot, this gear is gonna be awesome because it's not just our logo and shit on it. It's actually gonna be hilarious. Like the Need for Meat shirt.
Like the Need for Meat.
Hilarious shirt. Hilarious. And if you don't get the reference, Need for Meat, watch a fucking Tom Cruise movie.
Just go outside.
Just come on. Come on. Are you even trying? So, forever a part of the podcast will be paranormal. We have some new podcast members coming on that you guys will finally get to meet. We talk about them all the time. We've got Doc coming on, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. We've got the boat.
We got all of his stuff.
Yeah, we've got the boat. We've got the boat going to try to come on too. We'll see how that works. I'm interested to see how that works. I don't. We'll have to figure that out. I'm sure that room's got a lot of echo in it. It'll be an interesting thing. You guys we've got a lot of learning on this podcast shit. Al and I have come a long way.
It's still weird.
It's definitely still weird. I think though, it's helped us out a lot in just our regular communications with everybody in life. You actually stop to listen.
Yeah. It's made the phone is always hard, right? Because you never know when somebody's going to stop and start, especially when they have weird pauses. They're like Christopher Walken.
Yeah, fucking alien.
Wow.
He's an alien, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He's awesome though. I'm glad he crash landed whenever he did.
You know, Mel Gibson said that Christopher Walken was the scariest person he ever worked with.
I've had a few people, or not had, but I've read that a few people have said that, but they also love him at the same time. He's just super unpredictable.
Yeah, he's definitely got that vibe, for sure. He's part of the paranormal. We'll talk about him next time.
Definitely. He's got some stories around him.
Yeah, because he hasn't aged since Batman Returns.
There's that.
So, all right. So this is always a piece. So I have some ideas of. We've been talking about like rabbit holes, and I love the rabbit holes. And this is probably the bulk of our conversations most of the time. This and men's mental health, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But I kind of want to bring some brevity to this. We've talked about some scary shit. The Skinwalker piece, lots of people get the chills. They don't like to listen to it because it's real.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you were telling me yesterday that you had some people who were like, I had to shut off the podcast because it was.
Yeah, it was. Creepy. It's been in different spots though. Like, not necessarily just like during the Skinwalker shit.
Oh, okay.
Just, but I mean, we're doing a good job, right? Or people are just like looking for an excuse to turn it off after they turn it on.
Fair
That
enough.
could be
I
it
mean,
too.
that's very fair. The part that freaked me out about the last one, was, other than the fact that I lived the Skinwalker thing again, which is cool, was the screaming ghost thing that you told me.
Yeah, dude, that sucked. It was really weird. Super weird. Because it was just like somebody was like right in your face. Just
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. It wasn't ideal. It wasn't something that you want to like wake up and open your eyes to.
Doesn't have like that.
Well, and it's like, you know how like when you scream, like you like exhale and like you can just feel like the pressure on your face too. So you're like, oh man, if I open my eyes, what the fuck is gonna be right there?
And what you really understand later on is you were just holding in a fart.
No, dude. That's what propelled me off the wall.
Oh, fair enough. I get you.
Right, but I was an NCO, so I had my own room too, right? So
was this with the casting couch or no?
Yeah, this is with the casting couch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. So it was 100%. Like you had your roommate at first as an NCO, and then you weren't NCOs. You got promoted. He moved into a different room. You kept a casting couch, or
we were we were boys. So I was like, you're gonna rotate in like 6 months anyway. So or 3 months or something like that. But I picked up and he didn't. He was like out of the country. He was in like, I think he went to the Philippines to do like one of the things. So there was like 2 months where he went to the Philippines and then he came back and I'm like, dude, there's no why. That's dumb. Just because got a little extra on my chest, you know. I was like, that's dumb. So
yeah, fair enough.
We fraternized. Yeah,
fair enough. That's cool. Yeah. I get it. I never picked up over there.
Yeah, I mean, I was a private when I got on the island, and I left a corporal. So, I mean,
you went the positive way, like unbeknownst to the most of the Marine Corps.
Yeah, dude, I was immune, because I did legal a lot.
Fair enough. So, Jarl.
Yes.
In your bougie expertise of life, what is your favorite paranormal subject? What is the one that stands out and why?
That's rough. It's got to be like Squatcher aliens. Like they're like right there.
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
If you had to like come down to it at the end of the day, and you were like, gun to your head, tell me your favorite paranormal thing.
I think
you can only choose one.
So I know that Squatch is real, right?
Yeah. So is it really paranormal?
It's para something.
I think it's just.
It's para. I'm getting the fuck out of the woods if stuff starts going quiet and there's tree knocking.
Yeah, experience dictates.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go probably with aliens because there's supposed to be like a gazillion different varieties. And I told you already that I wanted to be a starship captain like ages ago. Yeah. But yeah, aged out of that one.
Would you sleep with an alien?
Probably not, dude. There's probably like fangs in their places or something. I don't know. That's too much. Like, I'm not ready to go full Captain Kirk, dude.
Marry, fuck, kill. Ready?
No, we can't do that.
No, we can. Marry, fuck, kill. Alien, Chupacabra, Sasquatch.
Dude, you're dying. All of them. You're dying.
Nah,
you can't marry, fuck one, or kill one because you're getting killed the whole time.
Nah.
But with the aliens, I have seen stories where when people start giggling and laughing and shit, when they like hover into their bedrooms, it like short circuits the aliens and freaks them out. And like the aliens are like, no, this one's bad. Throw this one back. We don't want this one. And they like just leave. So if you want to mind fucking alien, be excited when they get there.
So this is giggle. This is what I'm gonna do in that scenario. Okay. Marry, fuck, kill, right? So I'm marrying the alien because they got fucking like cool shit going on. They can
interstellar like robot travel. Legs. Yeah.
Whatever, man. Like I'm just whatever. Whatever you're gonna attach to me, just make sure it's fucking useful. That's all I care. Right? Make sure I can do it. Fuck Sasquatch. Closest thing to a human. It's gonna be weird. But I've also slept with a lot of weird things in my life.
I've also wondered if like Sasquatch had like a man dick or like a dog dick.
Well, I'm not. I mean, there's male
enough.
And female of them. So I'm not saying it has to be a man squatch.
No, I know. I'm just saying
this could be a tundra Wookiee.
Yeah. Is that like a sheep then? You were just trying to help it through the fence?
No,
you had your Velcro gloves on.
I've seen women from like the tundra
Yeah.
They're Sasquatch-esque. Yeah. I get it. It's cold.
Bo loves them.
Yeah, he's fucking. Well, I don't know, man. That's a lot of man Squatch.
No, I was talking about like female Squatch.
Oh, female, but even then, because like that's more muscular than.
Yeah, maybe. Thick. I mean, maybe you never know. I've never met one.
I'm fair, but in my mind, it would be the easiest to bounce, right? It's hogging on Thursday and fucking.
No,
it's
dude, I'm telling
Thursday
you,
in Okinawa.
because it's got your scent. It's coming after you now.
That's the same thing. There's no difference.
It's showing up.
There's
to your
a dependa happening.
It's showing up to your house.
No, it's the same thing. The dependa's going to show up at the barracks and be like, "Hey, I had your offspring," and they're going to show you something that's not yours.
A little baby Sasquatch that's got male pattern balding already.
Fair enough. Whatever.
But I still don't think that the topic of does it have like a man dick or a dog dick, I don't think that gets talked about enough.
I think that it has something you've never seen before.
It might.
It's a 2-eyed one.
Oh, that's terrifying. That would go along with it being like an alien, right?
Maybe. There's
alien Squatch, Portal Squatch.
Portal Squatch. And then kill would be the Chupacabra, because I laugh whenever I think about the Chupacabra. Well, I'll get to it in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. But Chupacabra I'd kill.
Okay.
Yeah. My favorite paranormal subject. I have two. And then I'll do the same thing, right? So, Sasquatch.
Okay.
Favorite I've talked to about so far. And giants. Man, I fucking love the idea of giants. If you were like, favorite one, it's going to your head.
It's one of those things that's not paranormal though, right? It's proven. No. We found the skeletons. Like, it talks about it in like every religion ever, whether it's like.
I mean, there's both of those. And aliens.
But it's real. We say,
so paranormal though, right? So you think about paranormal, like it's now in today's science, which has changed a lot, and we don't need to go down that path because it's a fucking dirty path. But in today's science, they're like, prove it. Like, I have a hypothesis. Here's my test, and here's my control, and here's blah blah blah. So they have a control and they have a hypothesis, but they don't have the result of the hypothesis yet, right?
It's like the Smithsonian took all the bones, right? So they still have like they have it, right?
So my thing is with the giants, right? So
I feel like the two that we both picked are not like paranormal.
No, because like there's the declassified UFO files that are documented as being real.
Exactly. I think like paranormal at this point is just like ghosts.
I mean, that's about it, right?
You know what I mean? Like everything else is a cryptid or something.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm gonna run with it. And if you guys are paranormal gurus and you want to correct us on it, fine, whatever, leave a comment. Make sure it's fucking derogatory or something funny.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Be a dick. Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. So here's the reason why I love the idea behind the giants. So, and I think that I would say I like this more than Sasquatch. So Sasquatch is documented in my mind over and over and over throughout time. Same thing with giants. I like the idea that humanity was actually in a battle for the ability to live on Earth, and we fucking won.
And we won, yeah.
As a collective.
So you're doing like the whole yeah, I get what you're like superhero shit.
Yeah, I mean,
like we battled and we won.
Yeah, like we Earth's greatest heroes were the Paiute Indians. Nobody ever talks about.
Probably was.
Just burying fucking, like, pushing fucking and battling giants out in freaking what was the cave out there in freaking Nevada?
Oh yeah.
I just sent you a video on it. I can't remember what it said.
I can't remember the name of the cave.
But and they just the Paiute Indians buried them in there and cooked them to death with fire. And
kill it with fire, dude.
That's, I mean,
kill it with fire. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, and the reality is like, so it is a thing where it is like Earth's mightiest heroes, and you think of Avengers, and you think of fucking Thor, and you think of like Odin, or you think of Zeus, or you think of whoever your hero group is that you follow, right? And they come together and they battle this thing that is almost. Can you imagine killing a 10-foot tall giant? Right.
I mean, ask the army cats that did it in.
Yeah, red hair,
Kandahar,
crazy teeth, like doesn't give a fuck at all about you.
Yeah, just
but
going nuts.
You don't have a machine gun. You've just got your tomahawk and some arrows.
Yeah.
And your arrows are just arrows made of obsidian fucking arrowhead. It's not like they're fucking cool shit like they're now.
Yeah, and wood.
Yeah.
And you're going out to kill giants.
You're running around with a fucking atlatl, fucking slaying bitches.
Yeah, how are you beating back like 15, 20-foot dudes with fucking bow and arrow?
It always reminds me of like, you know, that video with the small person who's got a fucking spear and he's running and he throws it and then it hits a big person and it's just a toothpick.
Oh yeah. It's like dink.
Dink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovelock Cave.
Lovelock Cave. That's right.
Lovelock Cave.
So I actually want to go there.
They say it existed in the Grand Canyon too.
Well, and
there was caves in the Grand Canyon.
And they say it existed in, you know, all over in Africa. They're actually there. So we talked about the thing that was opening, the Earth like splitting apart. It runs through Kenya. We looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
There are actually beliefs that there are humanoid type beasts, I guess, if you will, that are down below that are going to be coming up because it's not in the ocean. It's a trip.
Well, and it's clearly there's some in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Yeah, and
I think that they don't want to tell us that giants are real because it would prove like the Bible real, it would prove all the Norse mythology real, it would prove the Vedas real.
Yeah.
Like the biggest religious texts and beliefs, it would just prove it all real.
Yeah, it would literally be like, oh, hey, remember how like Catholic Church calling you out? Like, why did you pull the Book of Enoch? It talks about giants, right?
Yeah, it's like a whole like how-to on giants.
Yeah, I mean, so the giants thing to me is my favorite because it's like, it's almost like a conspiracy theory that you can actually, you don't have to draw a lot of dots to get from point A to point B. Because some conspiracy theories, you start off with, oh, Tom Cruise was an actor who played a pilot, but in that movie he did an upside down U, which actually means Illuminati. But he's not really Illuminati. He's the opposite of Illuminati. He's a fucking fuck, right? Like whatever. But this is like one of those things where like, dude went fucking missing literally 6 months ago and ended up super dead because he saw a fucking giant and he kept going back to try to find the giant, which also in my mind means it was probably one of the super giants where they're fucking huge, 40, 50 foot tall motherfucker.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
He had to have been because it was like a mile away and he zoomed in and the thing was still massive.
Yeah, it might have been 100. Can you imagine 100-foot tall giant just fucking hanging out? That would
suck. Kill it with gas.
Yeah, we're over here wasting $400,000 Stinger missiles on hot air balloons, and we fucking there's giants running around the fucking wilderness.
And then Top Gun too close, switching to guns.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Dude, just send a warthog after it, dude. It kills everything.
Dead.
Rock, paper, warthog.
So we've had your favorite. I don't want to talk about scariest because we know my scariest. You can talk about your scariest if you want. The one thing that scares you the most.
I mean, so I've had encounters with the Vokwalkers or the Skinwalkers, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And with Squatch now, right? I've had my own like ghostly encounters. I think the scariest was probably the Walker because first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop my cherry.
Long time listener, like, first time caller.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Okay, what kills it? You know?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Not a fucking thing.
I'm hoping AR-15 with a second magazine is going to at least make it go away. I mean, I turned like all the trailer floodlights on, and it looks like a landing strip when I freaking turn all those on.
Yeah, like a helipad.
Yeah.
Because a landing strip in my mind is obviously something completely different than
what you're thinking. Is, you got us dirty. You're so dirty.
Am I? Or am I just a dude being a dude?
Tomato.
Same. Yeah, mine's 100% the Skinwalkers. Like all the other shit, ghosts are ghosts. They're gonna fuck with you or they're not. I think maybe the close second to me would be like a poltergeist.
Yeah,
because they
like
or a
I
demon.
don't even.
I think
Yeah,
the
I'm not
same
even
in my
trying to
mind.
fuck around with that shit. Yeah, I
Like
can
there will,
stay
yeah, you
way
can
the fuck
keep
away.
that. Like my daughters when they were a little bit younger, they were like, "Dad, we want to get a Ouija board," and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here with
Nope.
that bullshit."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Why?" I'm
Uh-uh.
like, "That's opening a door."
Yeah, and it's like people are like, "Oh, I didn't realize that I was opening a door when I was playing with it." It's like, really? Come on, man.
Like, listen, I know that common sense is not a common virtue, but fuck off.
Yeah, play Twister. Like, I would rather you play Twister and get pregnant than open
Something,
up a
yeah.
fucking
Play
Ouija
fucking
board.
strip poker for fuck's
Shoot
sake.
something. Yeah, shoot the
Yeah.
J.
Fuck
Yeah,
it, man. I don't know.
stupid
All right.
teenagers.
This next one is actually we talked about this a little bit yesterday. You're fun. The cryptid to you that is the funniest cryptid, or the
So I changed my mind because I had time to think about it,
fair enough. Okay.
and I think I have to go with like the Jersey Devil or like Goat Man.
Wait,
Because have
hold
you
up.
seen like the artist renditions of these things?
No, I've seen the goat man. I've seen the goat man, and there's that video that's viral with the goat that stands up on
Is
his
that
hind legs and walks
yeah.
around. And he's walking in like he's following the chicken, like he's gonna be a chicken fucker.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. I have no idea what the Jersey Devil was. I thought that was a hockey team. No.
Well, they're named after the Jersey Devil, right? The little cryptid thing. But it's like a bird with a
I
goat
have to.
slash
I
devil body thing. It's funny. You got to look at it. Jersey Devil. Telling you.
okay. What is a Jersey Devil? Jersey Devil.
And it's got like bat wings.
What in the fuck is that bullshit? It looks like a little kid, like a
That's what I'm saying.
4-year-old, tried to draw a giraffe and gave it fucking wings, and then said fuck it when it got to the bottom.
And I'm supposed to be afraid of that.
I'm 100% going to catch that, and then I'm going to feed it to Bjorn.
In like a butterfly net. It's supposed to be like big, like man size. But
How?
I don't know. But I'm figuring if you're like, tat tat tat, like put enough holes in them wings, it ain't getting off the ground. And from there, it's
Then from there we're going to have an American History X moment.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
bite the fucking curb, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's on. Let's go, Jersey
On.
Devil. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus,
And I'm gonna figure out whether it has like a dog dick or a man dick, because that's important.
what are you going to do when you find out it actually has like a I don't know, like a Tasmanian devil dick?
I don't even know
Or
what that looks like. I'm gonna be
now are
like
you
dick
confused?
research.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just you're gonna get dick pics sent to you
I don't like
from the
animals.
interwebs. Yeah,
Like
animal pics.
just Taz dick.
It's fine. Don't worry. We'll delete your history, your search history
Right. I'm
before
doing it
Justine fucking finds out.
fuck that. I'm doing it on my bearded Viking computer.
Oh
It's just gonna
fuck.
be like different dicks.
No. It's actually gonna have like a platypus dick. Because
Ah,
it looks like a fucking platypus. A platypus doesn't make any
sounds
sense.
interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, a platypus dick is actually barbed.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
like she can't get away?
Yeah, I guess.
Huh. Why do you know so much about platypus dick?
I went to Australia. It's not. I mean, it's like down that way. I don't know.
I mean,
I know.
platypuses live other places other than Australia.
Only because they've been moved there to a zoo. It's
Oh.
Australia, New Zealand, and that one island with all the iguanas. Madagascar.
Komodo?
No,
Oh.
Madagascar, which is
Oh,
also
okay.
where the Komodos live.
This
All
took
right.
a turn. Yeah, this took a weird turn.
Anyway, we talked about platypus dick, and I know that the boat's gonna listen. And he's gonna be like, actually, it's an
See
anteater.
what it is.
What is?
It's not Jewish though.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, definitely not. It's got a hoodie. Speaking of hoodies, way to go, John Wall.
Yeah, you're on your way, sir.
Second shout out. Yep. The cryptid that I think is the funniest is one 100% the chupacabra.
The chupa. You're still going with the chupa.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not changing it. It just fucking makes me laugh hilariously. Because what it looks like is somebody took Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings, right? My precious. And then they added some sharper teeth so he didn't look like a meth head. Gave it a shot of tequila. And then in my mind, it has the voice of Speedy Gonzalez.
What if it's like, stalking you with its red eyes, while you're trying to collect eggs in your chicken coop, dude? Like, and gets a bite out of you.
Yeah, then I'm just going to revert to Mortal Kombat and Reptile. The movie Mortal Kombat with Reptile.
Yeah, but like one's a dog and one's a snake. Or a lizard, right? All right, whatever.
I mean, like if I see it,
it's literally called reptile, not dog or canine.
Chupacabra. Whatever.
I mean, they didn't really know what chupa was. I told you about the lady that found it and had it taxidermied.
Yeah, like it doesn't. It's this. Yeah, this is fucking terrible fucking images. The imagery on the internet is fucking super like weird and dumb.
It's like we drew it.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like one's like kind of like one of these looks like it's a fucking like lizard guy.
I mean, it wasn't big. I think it was only like that long. Like
yeah. Why the fuck would I be afraid of that? What's he gonna do? Fucking stare me to death with scary red eyes?
Maybe he'll suck your
growl
blood,
at me, hiss,
and just shovel it.
Dude, I've been married twice. I'm already used to that shit.
I mean, I guess if it's dumb enough to get hit by a car,
It's fucking stupid. Doesn't even count. It's fucking dumb. And it's like, oh, look at me. It's like the most terrible fucking. They're like, oh, this is a chupacabra. Actually, that's a dog with mange.
No, they checked it out. They checked it out and they did.
No, there's a bunch of different ones. They're not the same one. There's like one that's still alive that they're showing right now on the interwebs. It's literally just a fucking dog with mange. Like it's the dumbest fucking thing. Like it's in my mind. There are things that are real, and if you believe in the chupacabra, fine. And if it's scary to you, absolutely understand, totally fine. Buy a bigger gun. That's all I care.
Yeah, I think for sure it's real, because that lady in Texas, caught it and then taxidermied it, and it had like blue eyes and shit. It was weird. Totally had a dog dick.
Dog dick. Man, there's a lot of cock on this phone call. Whatever this is. It's everywhere. Super not appropriate for kids. Don't let your kids listen to us unless you want your kids to say some shit that you can't unsay.
Yeah, in public. It always happens in public.
Always. So, for real though, if I ever meet this little Schmeagol looking motherfucker, I am going to probably shoot it and then take a picture of it and then just let it go, be whatever, evaporate, whatever. I don't know. It kind of like the dingo ate your baby.
It looks like a dingo, right?
Some of them, man. Some of these are like really weird. Some of these photos are like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know what's going on. There's even a picture of like Wolfman. I'm pretty sure that's fucking Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf, right there.
Right, just dancing on top of the truck.
I don't fucking know, man. Whatever. Yeah, fuck that bullshit. It's stupid. It's the funniest fucking thing in the whole world to me, regardless. All right, so how about how about haunted places? Like, so we talk about, that's paranormal, right? Hauntings,
Yeah.
The hauntings of
most definitely
my home, apparently, but whatever.
Yeah.
Haunted places you've been. Let's go with two. If you got two,
yeah,
cool.
Definitely have two.
Okay, go.
I think the first one that I have to go with is definitely in Okinawa.
Okay.
And I mean, the island of Okinawa itself was pretty haunted, pretty
super
scary.
fucking haunted, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was times where we were doing the night guard and stuff like that, and we were kind of doing, walking the camp, and people would like radio in where something was following them when they were walking the beach, And we're like, there's nothing there. We don't have any ships or anything like that. And they're like, no, there's a light in the water that's like following us back and forth on the beach. And legit, we'd like run down there. Nothing was there. Or we'd have like we had a couple of different times where somebody would get grabbed and drug into the bush, like into the actual like hedge of bushes up by this place called not Shuri Castle, Tegan Point. There was a little castle thing up there, but it was where a bunch of Japanese or Okinawans threw themselves off the cliff because it was a very high point, and threw themselves off the cliff because they were listening to the Japanese propaganda saying that once the Americans get there, they're gonna like rape and pillage and kill everybody. And then they went and jumped off and committed suicide and stuff. And then the people that didn't were like, all those people are dead, but thanks for the food and water, Americans.
Did you ever go to the Okinawan haunted hotel up in Nakagusuku?
No.
I think we need to. First off, I think we need to go back to Oki just to go as a civilian.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. So I went off talking about the camp, right? Because the camp was super haunted. Camp Courtney, I think, is where the most death happened. That was on the Battle of Okinawa. It was.
Oh, okay.
It was when we were landing. That was one of the big landing points.
Okay.
But I think Shuri Castle is probably a super cool haunted location. I mean, you can't really do ghost tours and stuff like that, but it's been around since like the 11 or 1200s, and it's just this massive castle or pagoda in Naha.
Yeah.
And I think they're rebuilding it too now since it burnt down. But
these photos are crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude, and it was in the video game, Call of Duty World at War. So it's people have been there without being there. You know what I mean? And like when you walk the grounds, you're like, holy shit, it's just like the video game. But then you're like, oh wait, the video game's just like this castle that's been here for eons.
Yeah, that shit's fucking totally haunted for sure. Like,
it's gotta be, dude.
Ninja ghosts?
Oh, 100%. And we even found like some castles off in the jungle and shit. Like we'd go like sightseeing and stuff, go find shit. Okinawa, just on the whole, is pretty spooky. It's got some crazy shit going on there.
I would agree with that. Definitely, Preparation H does feel good on the whole.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at this, I mean, I'm super bummed I didn't actually go there. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, and like the battle sites tours were crazy too.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I love.
They take you to the bunkers and stuff like that, and they're like, that's where like Japanese were just popping off grenades to kill themselves and their buddies because they didn't want to get captured.
There's still shrapnel in the walls.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
unexploded ordnance and stuff?
Yeah, when we were on the Japanese the Okinawa battle sites tour, they take you through the jungle, like that little drop down through the jungle, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was something going on in front of us, so our guide was like, "Hey, we're gonna bust through this path on the side, which is like apparently a go around." When we walked around it, we found, well, we as the crew, the people, I was like at the back, so I don't really count myself as fine as shit, but we walked by and there was like literally two skeletons and a broken friggin' glass vial thingy. Because they used to throw the mustard gas in the glass.
Right.
And they're like, oh shit, there's some dead Japanese here. We have to get archaeologists over here. And oh, by the way, that means there's mustard gas over here, so we have to go back. And
so
we had to go wait in line. And
be careful where you step. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch your feet. Lots of watch your feet. But yeah, totally fucking see all of that because it's not like any of that was like.
Bro, how jacked up would that be if you stepped on like a 75-year-old landmine, lost your leg, and that was your service connection?
I'd be fucking pissed, dude. I'd be so fucking mad.
I'd be so mad, dude.
I would be so like, what the fuck?
People are like, so how'd you lose your leg? You're like, I lost it in Okinawa. What? I stepped on a landmine from World War II.
Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed. I wouldn't even tell the story. I wouldn't tell the story.
I would. I'd be like,
I would have been like fucking gators.
That bouncing Betty fucking got me, man.
I literally would be like, no man, I'm a shellback. I'm a golden shellback, and I was fucking fighting crocodiles in fucking Australia.
Yeah,
that's what I'd say.
It's one of those things where you just tell everybody a different story every single time.
Oh yeah, and then the legend kind of grows, and everybody's like, "No, I heard," and then next thing you
know,
you're
exactly.
fucking Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah. So what's yours? What's your haunted place?
My two. I'll start off with my favorite because it's awesome. 2015. Go through all that shit, right? And break up right before the tasting or licking the firearm piece.
Yeah.
My buddy says, "Hey, I bought tickets for you. I'm going to take you to Okinawa, or not Okinawa, but to Gettysburg."
Oh, okay.
So I've always been a skeptic in aspects of the paranormal, until recently when I was old enough to like reflect on my life and be like, well, that's some weird shit.
That wasn't normal.
That's definitely not accurate, or not accurate, but not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we go back, we're hanging out. I'm gonna dive down a little bit of a funny story real quick. So I'm gonna try to keep it short. So we show up. It's three Utah boys, myself, Zach, and another guy named Jason. And then our favorite Massel guy from Massachusetts, his name's Scott, and his brother, and all their hooligan hood rats from back in the day. And they're like 15 years older than us, right? We show up and we're camping. We go to Gettysburg and we camp in a campground outside of Gettysburg.
Yeah, that's something that I would never want to do.
It's actually super cool. The campground was super mellow and fun, and nothing crazy happened at all. Not a damn thing. We were outside of Gettysburg. I'm sure people died there, but fuck it. What I mean, there's not really a place on this earth that people haven't died yet. So fine, not a big deal. This guy from Georgia shows up with some Appalachian fucking white lightning.
Makes sense. None of that lemon drop pussy shit. That white lightning.
He shows up with white lightning. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. And I'm not mentally prepared for the amount of alcohol that is consumed at this time, and I'm like still, able to consume a lot of alcohol as a Marine. So we show up, and well, actually, I guess I just barely got out of the Army too, so I have two branches under my drinking belt, if you will.
Practice makes perfect at this point.
Fuck, for real. Well, this gentleman by the name of Shay shows up, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's got like that I'm a masshole fucking down to a T, like a toonie.
It's
kind of like he calls everybody a toonie if they're not from fucking, from Boston. And he's looking for his khakis, and you don't know if he's looking for pants or car or his fucking truck keys. Yeah.
Yeah, it could go either way.
So I get to meet everybody. We're hanging out, whatever. At the fire pit. White lightning comes out and starts getting passed around. We have a mason jar, just a regular, like, what is it?
Yeah.
Not like the what, pint jars, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You put pickles in it. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. That one. For clarity for everybody's listening, I'm just trying to like figure out that size, right? So it's the medium one. It's a medium size one. Yeah.
All right, we're going into detail here.
Yeah, so I know. I'm moving. I'm just trying to make sure everybody knows how much is about to be consumed here. So we get passed around. Maybe a quarter of it's been like is taken total, because it is like fucking jet fuel.
Oh yeah.
Like that white lightning literally is like TV static with hate when you're drinking it. Okay. So it gets to Shay and Scott and a bunch of others that know him are just egging Shay on. I bet you can't fucking drink it. What are you gonna do if I drink it? I'm gonna get you another fucking beer, you fuck. Like the most Boston fucking moment ever I've been a part of. So he takes the entire remaining amount of white lightning. So let's call it 3/4 of the jar full.
So like a lot.
Power slams that motherfucker.
Enough to kill like
all of
me.
Us.
Yeah.
All of us.
I would die.
Like, all of us.
Yeah, I would die.
Drinks it. Doesn't even have a face. Doesn't make a face. No burn. No nothing. Whatever. Lights up a cigarette. Holds his fucking lighter right afterwards. Burps and blows flame from his soul. That's a caveat. Now,
so was that the scary part? Was that the paranormal part?
That was actually like the, I have to temper everything about my life because I don't want to be that guy moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was a learning moment for me.
It was learning. Okay.
So we go out during the day. We go see like Antietam and, Pickett's Charge and all those fucking things. It's awesome. Fucking super cool shit. And we sign up for one of those ghost tours because we're like, whatever, dude, it's a ghost tour, like if we go see a ghost, it's fucking cool. So we go out, and our tour guide, bless his heart, he tried real hard to fucking put a bunch of fucking combat vets and massholes in the mood to be seeing scary shit. And it wasn't scary. It was like, over here is the house in which you could see on the bright day a mist that hangs in the window that resembles the face of Mother Mary Mayhem. And you're like, okay, bud, just don't do that.
I'd be okay if you never did that.
Right? That's exactly how I felt. And I mean, you remember the movie, like, not Scream, but Scary Movie? The guy with the strong hand?
Yeah.
He had a strong hand too.
Nice.
And I was like super trying to be like supportive or whatever. And like after the second, like we didn't make it to 3. There's like 16 sites that we were going to. We were walking through downtown Gettysburg at night. And it's like not that scary because it's lit. It's like an actual place that people live. By the way, if you live in Gettysburg, you're fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to live there.
There's a lot of things that happen there that are just not okay. Like,
yeah, it's a lot of hollowed ground, man.
Yeah. So anyway, not trying to make fun of the guy, but I couldn't get the thought of the voice that I just made with "use the strong hand" out of my head. And so everything he was saying, I was just fucking use the strong hand, right?
Yeah.
We're fucking Marines and combat vets. There's an Air Force combat controller there.
Right? There'd been some booze.
Lots of booze, right? So it's like, okay, cool. So we bounce. So interesting story, interesting fact about Gettysburg. If you've never been there, you need to go. Okay. Gettysburg is free to anybody who goes there. It's a free national park.
That's crazy.
There's no entrance fee, which is weird because the Fed is usually trying to get all your money.
Yeah.
And heaven forbid that you learn about some history shit.
That'd be terrible.
Right. So you can just drive down the interstate. The interstate goes right through, I think it's Pickett's Charge, where they had Pickett's Charge, or the Devil's Den, or like Antietam. One of the 3. I can't remember which. But it just goes right through it. So there's a pull-off just like anywhere else. Park closes at 10, but it's a free park with nobody paying for you to fucking leave. So nobody stops you. Okay. So we're like, fuck it, we're out. And we walk out into I think it was where Pickett's Charge happened, or it might have been Antietam, one of the two. So semantics. We walked out into the field at night, like 1:00 in the morning.
All right.
So it's like October, so it's chilly, like as you would expect, like 65-ish chilly, maybe 50-ish, right? But you walk through, and then you get to the area where like the majority of the fighting happened, and it goes ice cold. It's like crazy. It's like, okay, it's just really cold. And I was literally like, well, it's fucking Pennsylvania. I'm not used to a wet cold. Not a big deal.
Right.
So one of the guys is like, well, if you guys want to see ghosts, you have to take pictures. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we start taking pictures with our phones, and yeah, granted, it's like 2015 technology. It's not like what we have now.
Yeah, so sure. You actually had a camera thing.
Like we had a camera, and we had a flip phone that, like, I think I had the Razor.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
You still had a Razor, huh?
Yeah, whatever. It's close enough. I mean, it might have been a Nokia ball phone thingy. I don't know.
I was gonna say they had like iPhones by then. They had iPhones by 2015. Maybe it was.
My timelines are fucked. I had if they had iPhones, then I had a Samsung Galaxy S1 or 2 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like I think I moved into my house in 2016, so
whatever.
The house that I live in now. So
now we're going down a dumb rabbit hole that doesn't matter.
I'm just saying.
We started
was it
taking
a digital
pictures.
Camera or is it a phone, man?
It was phones. We had phones, and I think somebody did have a camera, but whatever. I don't talk to them. So we start taking pictures, and like, dude, orbs everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, just, and it's to be expected. And it was only when it felt cold. But I didn't have a paranormal experience in my mind. That was like, there could have been shit in the air. Still to this day, I know that place is haunted.
Oh yeah.
But like,
I
it
mean,
wasn't
it's
like
got to be.
it wasn't
There's
an
a lot of
experience.
people that died there.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a really, really weird place to have a battle too.
Yeah, it was like just kind of that's just where the North and South kind of collided.
Like,
They were trying to walk past each other.
like BFE, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, cool. So, other creepy place I've been. So, the Shiloh Inn in downtown Salt Lake.
Oh, you've been to the Shiloh Inn when it was the Shiloh Inn. Now it's not
Yeah.
the Shiloh Inn. It's like a fancy hotel now.
So,
It's like a legit establishment now.
so first first marriage. That was where we
First
stayed.
marriage.
First marriage.
Really? You stayed at the Shiloh Inn?
Yeah, I didn't pick it. It was bought for us.
Okay.
We were fucking
So
teenage kids. Yeah.
All right.
So we stay in this hotel room, and
They were trying to scare the marriage out of you.
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it didn't really work, so I'm fairly stupid. So that's fine. So we go to Shiloh Inn downtown, and whatever, we're staying there. And we go downstairs, and like the receptionist is like, "How do you like your room?" And I'm like, "I don't know, it's a fucking hotel room."
Not haunted?
I'm like, "Why? What's up?" She's like, "Oh, well, you're staying on the 13th floor." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Like the hotels are so fucking dumb. They go like 12 to 14, every one of them. It's like, doesn't matter if you jump,
Yeah,
and this is
if you're on the 14th floor, you're really on
it's
like the
still
13th
13th
floor, right?
floor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's that one comedian's like, if you jump out of the hotel on the 14th floor, you will die faster because it's 13th. I forgot his name. He died of an OD, but hilarious. Um, so we're staying there, and she's like, I was like, why? I'm like, oh no, nothing, whatever. Just we'll talk when you check out, whatever. So nothing happens at all. Not a damn thing. We're just fucking hanging out and doing newlywed shit, right?
Yeah.
Which is super awesome. Great time. Probably one of the fondest memories with that woman.
Shiloh Inn.
Uh, so we check out. The nurse is like, "Oh yeah, so that
The
room's
nurse?
haunted." Not nurse. I mean, the whatever. Can I have another, please,
The
sir? Can I have
the
another?
desk. Yes. Yeah. So the desk lady.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, the room you stayed in is the room that like 15 years ago, a guy killed his entire family and threw them out the window and then jumped out the window afterwards. And I was like, why is that room still able to be rented out? Well, that should be some mechanical room bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, he must have liked what he saw, right? Because he didn't haunt you that night.
I mean, cool. So I guess I'm a ghost voyeur. I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
No,
I mean,
like
aren't we all though?
he was the
He's
ghost warrior.
I don't know.
But
Some weird shit was happening.
yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah, he's a ghost cuck.
That's what it was.
He's a ghost cuck.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Fucking guy.
It's fucking.
Fucking guy.
That's weird.
Anyway, so that's the second place that I've been to that's paranormal apparently. I mean,
I mean, it either happens or it doesn't, right? So
yeah.
My second one is in France, right? Because I went to Bellawood, and then we did the whole Normandy thing. And you go to Bellawood, and you go to it's like a tower, right, in the middle of the freaking cemetery, and everything is like covered and aligned in every freaking direction, dude. It's like a Marine Corps drill instructor walked in there and was like, "Nope, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna,
Yeah.
And it like has rolling hills and kind of wraps around it. But you go behind it, and there's pop marks where stuff exploded and people died, and like you go out into the fields where the trenches and stuff were, and the trenches are still like mostly there, but like people are farming it now still. It's just a tiny little town out in the middle of nowhere, and the farmers occasionally dig up stuff, and they're like, oh, call the cops in and the bomb squad and remove it and stuff. And he's just happy they didn't get blown off his tractor. And then we went down to Normandy, like Utah Beach, Omaha Beach, and it's just quiet. It was June, so it was kind of rainy, and there's nobody on the beach or anything. But we went down, took pictures, like went up and saw where all the artillery pieces were and stuff that weren't there anymore. But just the big, turrets and stuff that they sat on were just freaking massive, dude. And the guns were, the size of a bus or bigger. And they like abandoned that shit as soon as we started shooting at them because they thought we were further inland. And in a lot of places because of like the blow ups, like the blow up tanks that, in the blow up Jeeps and all that shit. And they thought that we were further inland. So there wasn't as many people there as there was supposed to be. Right. But I mean, just the walls and shit. When you go and you hear about the army just scaling those walls with fucking K-bars and whatever else they could get their hands on, dude, it's a trip.
So for all the shit that the Army and the Marine Corps talk to each other, right? Like all of the shit. The reality is like we're brothers. We're just like the brothers that fucking hate each other. But if you fuck with one of us, we're gonna fuck with you. Like if the Air Force comes and talks shit to us, like it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah, I mean they weren't even in World War II, right? There was like the Army Air Corps,
right? And then if like somebody goes and fucks with like the Air Force and they didn't serve, like every Marine and every soldier are gonna stand up and be like, "Shut the fuck up, you fuck."
right?
Right. But when you actually go to those places, so I've been to Normandy as well. I was in Utah Beach and Omaha Beach as well, and went to the American Cemetery of Normandy, same place.
Normandy, yeah. That was the one that I was telling you that they let us bring the colors down.
Yeah, it's so awesome that you got to do that. I'm like super jealous.
I got pictures and videos and stuff of it because I was a camera guy. It's pretty dope.
That's awesome. Super jealous of that. But at the same time, I got to experience that, because like I went there with my buddy Jared and when I was living in London for a little bit there, and I mean we went there and it was just the most hollowed kind of
just solemn,
wholesome experience like that you could imagine, and then you look at the shit that they came up, like the soldiers came up and battled through, like all the armaments that are still sunk, right, and all the freaking those like square fucking things.
Yeah, the pillboxes.
No. The things that they stopped, they put on the beach.
Like the caltrops and stuff like that. Yeah. The one of the cool things.
Oh,
almost
sorry,
died.
I did.
Almost blew your back out.
I was trying to get to the mute button so nobody would hear me, but it didn't happen. It was like I had to make a choice.
It was crazy because it wasn't like a scary, like haunty place, either one of them,
Yeah.
But it was really cool because the whole day it was just rainy and gloomy and just terrible outside, right? And it was like warm enough for like a light jacket and stuff. But when we got to the cemetery in Normandy and it was about time to bring the flag down, the sun came out for the first time all day. So you had people from 5th and 6th Marines that were bringing the flag down, and they're playing colors, or they're playing taps, and the flag's coming down, and dude, it was crazy. Just sun finally blaring through the clouds and everything. It was yeah, totally.
Awesome. Super fucking cool.
Yeah, then we went back and got drunk.
As you should.
Yeah.
We should see if the owners of the Bearded Viking will pay for a trip to Bellawood.
I think that's going to be a few years out.
Well, they got to start. They got to figure out their life goals. Okay.
They really do.
Like this is got to be a priority.
Shit in order. Yeah.
Facts. Go check them. Fuck, man. Anyway, all right. So with all of these things we've been talking about, so we've been showing you for a long time. We always touch on it, and we will always will. We are advocates of men's mental health. I think though, just us being advocates doesn't do much, right? I think that we should all be advocates of mental health.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to like us talking about helping each other. If you don't help each other, we're all gonna fail at this. Two people can't do it by themselves, so you all have to help each other out and keep pushing each other.
I want to fucking meet you guys at meetups.
Yeah.
I just really want to meet you guys. If you decide to wear my skin, though, I'm gonna punch you right in the dick.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't have a dick, yeah.
If you have like a dog dick, you're still gonna get punched in it.
If you have a barbed platypus dick,
a plato cock.
Plato cock, plato. Oh, anyway, soundbite. No, but like, so beyond us, like, be an advocate for your friends, right? Listen to them. Shut the fuck up. Pop on a call and just listen. You don't gotta solve their problems. I think that's the biggest thing we have as men is that it's the issue, right? Because we're just constant problem solvers.
Well, I think it's like that's the problem that women have with us. But sometimes, like, people are like, dude, solve my problems. Help me out. Help me, you know?
But wait for that to be asked.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't start out just with the mission to fix everything because, they have to, they got to fix it themselves,
Yeah,
otherwise, they're not going to get anywhere.
Facts. I mean, like, I don't even know how many phone calls I've been on with you and Doc and fucking Honky and shit lately. It's just constant, right? And some of this stuff is business related, some of it's personal related, but like none of us actually. I think this has actually been good for us on so many levels because we're not expecting other people to solve our issues. We'd like an external perspective because it makes you think and be better.
Well, it's so easy when people solve your issues too, right? Or you just, it's nice just being able to show up, but there's a whole lot of stuff that you have to figure out yourself.
Yeah, and that's like the challenge, right? So be an advocate for men's mental health, and if you're a female, be an advocate for females' mental health, and if you're anything in between, same thing. Like, you do what is right. Like, none of us give a shit about any of those things. We just want to make sure that you're taking care of you. Do it in a way that it's not a victim mentality because you're not a fucking victim. Be a survivor. Be a fucking winner because you have the ability to do it. Any of us do. Victims use you. Victims are narcissists. It is what it is. Mean not victims in the true statement of I'm a grape victim, right? But I like, oh, poor me, right?
Yeah, as far
Other
as
things are
like a mental victim. You're a victim in your own mind, not a physical or violent way or anything like that. Because don't get those two confused. There's just a victim mentality, and then there's people that were actually victims that have those mental issues and those things, those hurdles that they're trying to get over, and that finish line that they're trying to cross.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
And I'm actually I'm always impressed and in awe when I meet somebody's overcome something that is traumatic and they were a victim, a real life victim.
Oh yeah.
Right? Well, like they're just so fucking amazing.
Yeah, especially like when you think you had it bad and then you hear somebody else's story and you're just like, oh fuck, bud.
Well, the thing that's crazy is when you think that you had it bad and then somebody tells you this terrible story. Dude, I watched so here's an example, right? So I watched a TikTok because I got sucked into the fucking TikTok realm because I was trying to disconnect.
It happens.
And I watched this America's Got Talent video where this gal's like, hi. She's super sweet, super kind. I wrote a song called It's Okay. I don't know the gal's name, but she was told that she had a 2% survival possibility as she was battling cancer. She had cancer in her heart, or no, in her lungs, her liver, and in her spine.
Holy shit.
But she wrote a song called It's Okay. And she didn't have anybody show up with her. She just came and did it on her own. She sang a song. And like Simon Cowell being Simon Cowell, he just asks real questions. I like Simon Cowell. I think the guy's fucking hilarious. But he's also down to the earth and with the questions that he asks. He gives honest, raw feedback. And the world wants you to be okay with being happy. But he's like, you can improve, and you need to improve or find something new to do. Right? That's what we want. So she said, she sang the song called "It's Okay," and Simon's like, "You came out here and you said it's okay, but you only have a 2% chance of success." And she responded immediately, 2% is still better than 0%. That means I still have 2%. How powerful is that statement?
The positivity of it, yeah.
Yeah, you're literally sitting there and you like think about, like, I thought about myself and my situation. I'm sure you now have a fucking moment to quandary, right? To like, holy fuck, dude. And it's like people like that, and they're a victim of life. There's nothing you can do. Cancer happens or doesn't. This is what it is. Things happen or they don't. And these people, these people are people that we in our community, in our circles, should aspire to be like, because they literally look life in the face and they drop the fucking middle finger and say, fuck off. I'm doing it my way. I'm going out on my terms. I'm living my life and I'm going to be part of my circle.
Yeah, they're just ready to shoot the J at any point.
Yeah. I think that's the most cool thing ever. And again,
yeah.
we're just advocates of this, by the way. I'm sure if some mental health professional ever listens to us, they're like, those fucks need fucking therapy too.
Yeah. Well, I got told that like 3 weeks ago by a
Yeah, I
mental
know.
health professional.
Did you
But
say?
fuck that guy. You know shit.
I got fucked up friends. I associate with like-minded people. Are you telling me my entire family's fucked?
I'm like, you should see my friends. No, I mean, like, there's definitely places and time for like mental health and going to see somebody and talk to a professional and stuff like that. It was just, that it was like the VA appointment where it's like Dr. Touchy Feely, and I'm like, whoa, this is weird. I don't like this. I don't know you, man. Fuck you. But it's good though. It's good for people sometimes to go talk to somebody they don't know. Then they can just kind of unload all that stuff and walk out feeling a lot lighter at the end of it.
Can you imagine actually being a therapist? Because I can't.
There was a part of me that wanted to do it for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to help people, but the like compartmentalization that you have to have is that mental health specialist.
Pretty sure like, they're all fucking psychopaths.
Bro, sure. They all have to have like a 2-month-long vacation a year, like once in the winter and once in the summer or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. Like, because you get to know people and you get to know things. And I think that kind of leads us into like the next main point of this kind of segment here is, check on yourself. Like, do a real hard gut check. I had one of these recently. And it was really hard. So my daughter moved in and we've been battling because, she's a headstrong version of me that's female and 20 years younger. So it's like talking to myself, and I actually realize now how hard it is to fucking speak to me.
Oh, it came full circle.
Yeah. That's awesome. It came full circle in Texas too. A different story for a different time. But the thing is, though, you got to check yourself. You got to check on yourself too. Am I being truthful with my path? Good question, always, right? Whatever you're trying to do, am I being truthful with my path? Am I doing the things that I need to do to succeed? Because we as humans become naturally complacent. Always, it just is what it is. Our bodies, you work out the same exercise for too long, your body finds a way to cheat.
Well, and it's like I waste so much time in my day. I'm sure you do too. Like the amount of time wasted Like,
can you imagine if we were actually productive for 60% of the day?
oh my God, I'd be so tired.
No. Like, I'd be like, we would have a building built. I'd be a master plumber. You'd be a master
Yeah, I was
electrician.
gonna say we'd be doing classes. We'd have gone back to college or we would have gone back to trade school.
Yeah, fair. I'm not doing that. I'm done with school.
Yeah. I don't want to go back. So I agree. You definitely have to check in on yourself. And sometimes the path you want isn't always the path you get. And sometimes that sucks, but if you kind of take a second to look up, it's going to work out. It's going to work out in your favor because there's no part of me that thought we were going to be part of a booze company or a podcast. Like, I don't even like social media, but now our faces are on social media and a podcast and stuff like that.
Whore. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And so, like, the check on yourself piece is also a moment for you to take a second and see, right? So a good friend of mine once told me that as a captain of a ship is yourself. When you have a starting point and an end point that you would like to arrive at any point during that journey, you have to recheck the compass. Make sure your compass is aligned with your starting point and your end point. You can deviate course and you can shift, but you have to bring yourself back on course. So make sure you're doing those checks.
Always going to be rough water, right?
Yeah, obviously it's going to push you off course, but you have to bring yourself back. So give yourself the chance to come back, and don't. I think the biggest thing is stop thinking that the world's going to shambles just because you experience some rough waters, like you said, or some rough seas. Don't worry about it. Just get back on course after you've deviated. Like, it's okay. Like, fucking life happens. Don't hold yourself accountable for life. Hold yourself accountable for your end state. And when you arrive at your end state, look and see where you've come from. Analyze your journey, and then apply it to your next adventure.
Yeah, chances are you'll end up being pretty happy.
I mean, 60% of the time.
Every time.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys know that we want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to this podcast?
I think they should by now. They definitely should.
This is only 3 episodes in, man. We literally just started this bullshit. Like, comment, subscribe.
You should do a TikTok that says like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I don't have a freaking awesome voice that puts babies in men. That could do that.
That's true. We should see if Martin Antonio will do a cameo for you. And
and Martin and Michael.
Yeah.
And the infamous.
Have a both do it, yeah.
And the infamous hair flip.
Hair flip Tony. That's gonna be his name. Changing it in my phone.
I'm putting it as the infamous hair flip Tony. I like the infamous. I don't know why, because it's funny. Yeah, so help us grow. Help you grow. Help we grow.
Yeah. Feels good when you touch it. The like button. And the share button. Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I just real quick recap. We're going to be in Salt Lake, Autorama, Friday through Sunday. Sunday.
Yes, do it. Come by.
Okay.
Say hi.
Come by. Come say
Fuck shit up. We're going to have drinkware there, too. Drinkware, hats, shirts.
And if you're a special person, you might get a sample.
There might be some pre-filled flasks.
There might be some love passed around.
Yeah, there might be.
Show
up for us.
Show up and show out.
We'd show up for you.
Fuck. That's a cool trip. I love it.
You like it?
I do love it. Dallas.
Where's something low cut for the boat?
I just can't. I want part of it. He's got to do he's got to go find it on his own.
He always does.
It doesn't have to be low cut. Just show up. I mean, if you breathe, it's gonna be fine.
Show up for the boat.
Show up for the boat.
You know what? You show up to Autorama. We'll introduce you to the boat.
I can't wait. And
our pleasure.
There is a waiver that you have to sign before you meet him.
Yeah. It's okay. We have digital copies.
If you give him a Rainier, he's your responsibility.
Yes, 100% yours.
Yours.
For probably the next day or two.
At least, if not the decade.
Just drag it out for a while, end it violently.
Whatever. Yeah, he'll draw you some really cool tattoo shit and like really awesome fucking graphics.
Yeah, totally.
I think you can be part of his business.
Yeah, you could have the drab.
Be his muse. Be his muse.
The olive drab Viking.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. Remind you guys, first 3 people to show up that have liked, commented, and subscribed on the YouTube channel, and you can show us, you'll get a free shirt. It's awesome.
Shirt. Yeah,
free shirt.
Pick red or black.
If you show up in gear and you're one of the first 3 people, so we should do one a day. Yeah. Right. So, we'll even allow you guys cheat codes. You can message us to find out.
What number am I? You got 10 minutes, dude.
No, like, so if you show up one on Friday, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, that's a giveaway, right?
Or the first. You could all show up on Friday. I'm not gonna do one a day. Piece. I'm not gonna one a day. You show up.
We're gonna have
show up fast. Damn it.
Okay.
We might feel generous too. We'll see.
We might.
Either way, we're giving shit away.
We're giving shit away.
We already told each other that we're not giving each other you're giving shit away anymore. So
yeah,
we're giving shit away.
Giving shit away. Show up, get some shit.
Discount code fast. Finish line.
Awesome. And then I was gonna say again, thanks. A huge shout out to Dallas and the Honky and Mrs. Honky for all that you guys did for putting on that great show. Martin Antonio, Michael Summers, Tony Bond. Thanks guys for being badasses. Can't wait for you guys to write our music. Be dope.
Either the dog is running or I got like spooks in my office. I don't know what's happening right now.
Did you bring home a ghost from Texas?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go look around my house for the little girl.
Something's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
It's very scratchy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you probably have mice in your walls because it's fucking cold as shit outside.
It wants out.
As always, send us your stories for paranormal bullshit. It's Scoopy, super spooky shit.
Yeah, I want to hear spooky stories.
I want to hear spooky stories too.
Yeah, I want to hear if we helped you in any way too.
Yeah. Talk to us. Like, yeah. Don't be a stranger. Comment some shit. Fuck.
Regular dudes trying to help regular dudes.
Yeah, bro. Come on. And as always, thanks to the Bearded Viking and Bearded Viking Mead Company for all of the dumb shit you let us do. Because we're us and you're you. And you're us and we're you.
And we're all you.
Yeah, all of me. Loves all of you.
That's hot. That's like John Legend shit.
That's exactly what that is. Thanks, Rogue Industries, for putting together these fucking dope-ass shirts that are so comfortable and wonderful that they wrap me in love for days on end.
All the love.
All the love. Reach out to Justine and ask her to do your awesome printing and graphics. And speaking of graphics, shout out to Boss Graphic Design.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
He designed all this shit.
He does some drawing, for sure.
Yeah. Make sure that when you reach out to him, you clarify the difference between scroll work and a scroll. Love you, Rudy. He will do everything in his power to make sure you're good to go, and it will generate some awesome business for you. And in return, he will make sure you're taken care of. And as always, don't forget the discount code Finish Line. 10% off on all apparel, mugs, cupware, whatever it is, if you utilize it. And 10% goes, 10% of the proceeds. And we say proceeds, we're saying 10% of the top dollar line. We're not saying like 10% of the profit. It's a top dollar line.
Yeah.
You buy a mug for $25, $2.50 goes to Racing for Tomorrow. Okay, you get a $2.50 discount on that mug. Okay.
Yeah, the more money you spend, the more money they get to put the front end of their race car back together and get veterans' butts and seats.
Absolutely.
I mean, if these folks can win without a front end,
they're
the real deal.
Because we want them to always help you cross the finish line of life. If I don't get a fucking T-shirt from them for finish line of life, god damn it, what am I even doing?
I just want to finish first.
I finish first all the time. I'd like to come in second somehow. This is why I can't stay married. Anyway, much love to y'all. I am VIko, the bearded one.
And I am Jarl.
His bouginess.
Stay weird.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Cheers. And we're out. That's why when shit gets thicker, I reach for the liquor, load 'em up and flip a bird to the man. Johnny Law creeping up on me, but I'm as solid as an old oak tree. And you know I'm always packing and I can't be slacking when I'm tripping on LSD. And you know I don't really give a damn. My daddy raised me the way that I am. That's why when shit gets thicker, I reach for the shifter, drop it down and flip a bird to the man. I ain't got no time to sell. There ain't no way I'm going to jail tonight. I'm ready to fight. One more strike, I go away for life. That's the man in my rear view. All I see is red and blue. That's right, stepping on the gas. Johnny Law will have to catch my ass tonight. Next morning I wake up to see half my truck wrapped around